Hey, good morning, everyone. I am going to do a maybe 10-15 minute overview of the Student Entrepreneur Academy. This is specifically for people who did attend or were unable to attend our orientation on Tuesday night. Okay, so I appreciate your patience with this. Feel free to speed it up and look at go through it at double speed or whatever you'd like to do. But this is about information. This is informational, and hopefully this will give you an idea what's going on, number one. And number two, what you can do to participate. There's 5 or 6 channels that we're looking for people to participate, and that'll become self-evident in a few minutes. So let's jump in, okay? Um, I'm going to just give me a sec to kind of position this. And here we go. So the Student Entrepreneur Academy is partnering with the Network Referral Group, aka NRG. And here's our goal. Here's our mission. Provide education, mentoring, motivation, and real-world experience to launch and propel 10,000 entrepreneurs. It's ambitious, but I know we can do it. Together we can do it. I'm going to get into these 9 things. Story of how this all came about, the curriculum, our marketing program, how you could sponsor, take advantage of that, faculty, mentorship, networking, ambassador program, and then we probably won't do 9 because this is a one-way thing, but it's all good. So let me give you a little backstory. 2020, January, winter break. I was doing a lot of work in the college and university space. So January was in between semesters. I got approached by someone about creating kind of a low-level, entry-level business entrepreneur experience workshop. I was in education. I had done a lot of training. I had written a lot of coursework. And they said, you don't want this to be heavy duty. You want it to be overview. It's kind of for non-business majors to get a taste of entrepreneurship because we all know a lot of entrepreneurs are not necessarily business people. Sometimes they're artists. Sometimes they're musicians. Sometimes they're creatives. Sometimes they're just people who get an idea, right? They don't maybe not have any formal business education. I've never taken a business class. In high school, I had accounting. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. You learn on the job, right? On the job training. So anyway, I created a 4 module class. It was originally 4 modules, and I called it the Day in the Life of an Entrepreneur. And just kind of what I did was I took notes. What did I do every day? Because I was running at that time 2 businesses. I was running my education training company, and I was running my tutoring center business. Okay. So I kind of just took notes, paid attention. What am I doing now? What am I doing now? Knew I was wearing a lot of hats. I had the instructor hat. I had the marketer hat. I had the bookkeeper hat. I had the administrator hat. I had every hat I was wearing, right? And I did that for 2 or 3 days and then distilled it down into 4 modules. Presented it to the people who asked me to create it. They said, great, love it, except we'd like to make it 6 modules because we want this to be a 3-week experience and do 2 modules a week. I said, great, reformat it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, everything's good. It was going to be done in the summer of 2020. Okay, all good. Went back to my everyday life. Well, March 18th, 19th or so of 2020, guess what happened? Those of you who forgot or are so traumatized, you blocked out of your mind. COVID came in and hit, right? Well, by the summer, we were all shut down. Nothing was happening face to face, right? What we thought was going to be a few weeks with COVID turned into 2, 3 years. Anyway, so this course, Day in the Life of the Entrepreneur, hence or subsequently renamed the Student Entrepreneur Academy, got turned into a virtual class. It was the first virtual class at almost every university and high school that I presented it at. Believe that? Pretty cool, huh? Now, by September, of course, almost everybody was virtual, which was a whole other opportunity I'll get into another time. And over the last 4 years or so, 4.5 years now, this has morphed into 12 modules. Curriculum is much more robust. Participants are international at this point. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. I know it's helped a lot of people. I could go on about this. I'm excited about it, but let's get into this. So this is the curriculum. If you're listening to this, you won't see it. If you're watching it on video, you will. But basically, the whole goal here is real world experience in real time. This is in theory. And let me say something. I am not disparaging in any way, shape, or form any formal education. I think everything in education has value, but it's also to some degree what the student puts into is what they're going to get out of it, right? So this curriculum, the SEA curriculum, is based on what would an entrepreneur do, literally, from the minute they got up till the minute they went to sleep to further their business. There's 12 modules. They're active learning. This isn't sitting around listening to a lecture. Okay. Introduction to entrepreneurship, understanding branding, your resume, networking, communication skills, financial literacy, problem solving, critical thinking, personal growth. Okay. Live presentations, marketing, more branding, leadership, team building, advanced networking communication, risk management, business planning, intellectual property protection, legal. It's all there. Okay. Now, in addition to the curriculum, what's new is a partnership because the one thing I always wanted here was for my students, my proteges, my SEA people to have real world experience. I wanted them to be able to interact with entrepreneurs. I wanted them to get into groups where they could meet and speak with entrepreneurs. That's the reason for the partnership with Mike and NRG and other entities that can provide this. So now there can be one-on-one mentoring. There can be presentations by experts to the group. The group can provide presentations and get critiques. There can be masterminds and second level stuff. Uh, leadership things, joint ventures, blah, 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 all really good. So let me talk about the marketing affiliate program. And this is the beginning of this segment of this presentation where you, the viewer listener, can participate. So there's an affiliate program to market. The goal of marketing is very simple, to get students aware of what we're doing and to have them apply and enroll. The link is www.StudentEntrepreneur.academy. Yeah, what an idea, huh? So this is all we're asking. Anybody who's interested in marketing, basically just have to share the link, take 2 minutes, 3 minutes to help your prospect go through the page. Please don't just blow it out there and say, do this, because there's a couple pages on the page that are very specific. Okay, they need to be done correctly. If you do this, you're going to get paid. There's a $20 affiliate reward per student, no limit. You can put 1,000 people and get $20,000. Okay. That's the idea. Very simple. Anybody who wants to be an affiliate, there's a kind of a guidebook, if you want to call it that, what you have to do. But this is quick. You can do it. For example, I just ran a Zoom last night for somebody who had 15 people interested. We did a Zoom, 12 showed up and 10 enrolled. Quick $200 for that affiliate. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, second way you get involved is through sponsorship. Like some networking groups, this is a category exclusive thing, meaning, let's say you're a resume coach. Don't you think people in SEA would want resumes or need resumes? Let's say you were a public speaking coach. You think they might need that? Let's say you were in accounting. Think they might need that? Think about it. So you would be, let's say use the resume coach as an example, the only one. You get exclusive exposure to this entire population of students for a year. Now, because it is September right now, or August really, we're going to sweeten the pot. You're going to get 16 months of exclusive categorization for the price of 12. Okay. You're the only one. You're the only one who's going to be that provider. You can do speaking at the events. You can do one-off events, especially enrichment events. Even better. Now, of course, this is time limited depending on when you're hearing this. For the people that commit to this sooner than later, there's an offer to take a big chunk off the price of this. Okay. This is normally $1,000 for sponsorship. There's a limited number, like the first 10, they're going to go for significantly less than that. You got to trust me, it's a great value. Okay. Third way you get involved is to be on the faculty. This is an academy after all, so we're using educational jargon. So if you look at the curriculum and you say, that's my thing, that's my lane, that's my jam, whatever you want to call it, and you want to help to teach that, you can help to facilitate entire modules, multiple modules, parts of modules. You can also work with students one-on-one. Okay. You can also, in addition, provide enrichment long form instruction. Let's keep with the resume example, right? There is a resume is a segment of one of the modules. It's about a 15-minute segment within a 45-minute module. We all know it takes way more than that to do it right, right? So the resume coach can say, listen, everybody in every cohort, I'm going to do a drill down, a 90-minute, whatever, 75-minute, 2 hour, 7 hour, whatever, program on resumes on Saturday or Thursday night, whatever it is, and you can charge for that. And you get to keep the bulk of the funds. I'm guessing a little bit comes back in to help facilitate this. Okay. So faculty. Next way you can shape is mentorship. Mentorship, I look at as being more of a one-on-one situation. Okay. So every student would be assigned to a mentor. Mentor can have more than one student. You can work with people in small groups or work with them one-on-one, whatever you want. Whole idea is impart your wisdom, impart your knowledge. It's very rewarding. If you've never been in education, and there's frustrating things about being in the education world these days, paperwork, legal, whatever, but it's so rewarding to work with students and have them grow and mature and get successful. It's just a feeling there's no other way to get it. I mean, at least for me. Okay. So the mentor can kind of define what you want to do. You can, how many hours a month you can put to it, whatever. So this is another way. Another way to get involved is through networking, right? Again, this is one of the main reasons you're getting involved with Mike and his NRG group. Okay. So there could be one-time events. Hey, let's do a networking event. One time, one-off big event like Mike's extravaganza event. There could also be ongoing ones like weekly meetings. So the students in the SCA can plug into existing meetings that are already going on. Mike's doing 30 plus meetings a week, and or we could create peer-to-peer groups. So for example, maybe Monday at 2 o'clock, there is a meeting just for people in SCA, peer-to-peer. It can be both. So we need people that want to help with this, maybe even facilitate some of the groups. So this is a good way for a mentor who want to do a little more of a large scale thing. Okay, next, student ambassador program. This is basically designed for students in high school and college, and we already have a group of these who would want to represent this at their campuses or their schools. Okay, so they would share the concept with their peers. They will be given everything they need: links, handouts, videos, whatever. They will be fully facilitated with things like that. They get paid the same rate, the $20 per enrollee rate, as the affiliates. Okay. They can put together peer groups just for their school. So, for example, University of Michigan, in Ann Arbor, Michigan, we have a student ambassador who's putting together a group of Wolverines, right? That's their mascot famously. Secondly, she's putting together a group a little bit more disparate of her friends from around the country. We can do it that way. The student who does this, the ambassadors also get free enrollment in SEA. So how can you participate? Okay. If you are in NRG or not, email, email me, Dr. Stephen Greene at sgreen, E on the end of green at makethegrade.net. Let me know what you want to do. Just put it in the subject line: marketing, faculty, mentoring, operations, whatever. We can set up a one-on-one, okay? Or a one on a few, because I'm going to try to be efficient. So maybe I meet with all of the faculty at one time, etc. Okay? So that's all you need. This is opt-in. Clearly not everybody has to do this. Big question. Do we get paid? Yes. There's rewards to doing this. It's volunteer to a point, but there's a point where you are going to get compensated. I appreciate people's talent. Believe me, I appreciate people's time even more so. That's our biggest commodity in life, right? So this is how you can participate. And there's more you could do. Hey, come up with your own ideas. Hey, I like what you're doing. Have you thought about putting this in the curriculum? I can instruct this. Love it. Let's do it. This is a group community project. I started it. It's kind of my baby. It's going to be a legacy effort, but I want this to also have a group feel to it. That's basically it. If we were in an interactive meeting, we'd have comments, questions, answers. We don't need them today. This program is ready to rumble, man. It's ready to roll. It's live. We've done cohorts. I'm just looking to scale, throttle, build, and roll from there. Okay. So Appreciate everybody listening. I will put in the chat, comments, whatever, wherever you see this, how to reach me. Please reach out and let's make this happen. Thank you, everyone. Dr. Stephen Greene of the Student Entrepreneur Academy, and on behalf of Mike Weiner at NRG Referral Group and others, sign it off. Thank you.